Hello, everyone. This is Rocky, and I have been jet setting around the United States like a crazy person. So, in between, though, I want to show you some of the things that I've hauled in between the trips. And so, let me just get right into it. So, my last trip was to Dallas, Texas, here in the United States, and it was for work purposes. All this travel has been for work purposes. Interestingly, about this trip, which if you've been following me forever, this is not the first time I've been to this particular location. The hotel that I stay in is actually connected to a mall and then to my office. So in order to get to my office every day for a full week, I have to walk through a mall to get to the office and walk through the mall to get back to the hotel. For some people, that is a living hell. For me, it was heaven. I love being around shopping. As you know, the whole premise of this channel is shopping and getting things at a great deal. And that I did. I could not go the whole week living in a mall and not go shopping. On the very last day, I decided to forego a happy hour with some folks and decided to go shopping instead. I had about a couple hours to myself, not very much before the mall would close, but I did get a few things. Let me jump into it. So the first thing you're going to wonder is how much Zara things could I possibly get? Because I've hauled Zara a few times already this year. Already hauled Zara again in June because of my birthday. And then they have this whole 50th anniversary celebration they're having this year. So they have special deals. But on top of that, right now is their biannual sale that they have in January and in July to kind of just get rid of the old season stuff and bring in the new. So I picked up one more thing. In addition to all the millions of things that I purchased before, I picked up one more thing. I believe the reason why I saw this before, the reason why I didn't get it before is because they didn't have it in my size, I think. Or maybe I just had a change of heart on it. So this one is a pair of coated denim jeans. From afar, they look like acid wash, but in fact, they are coated. Like it's blue jeans, but coated in a white, or let's see, or white jeans coated in a blue. I'm not sure, one or the other. But it is like a coated denim. It does have you could feel it, like a coating to it. This is meant to be, feels like it's meant to be oversized when I try it on. I got this in a size 2. Okay, so this is what the description says. The ZW Twisted Taper Pant in Crushed Coated. So it definitely is coated, you all. And it says a crushed coated. So it isn't completely like painted on where it looks like a leather, but you can definitely feel that texture on here. This is oversized and high-waisted, but it fits me just fine. It looks like it has one size smaller than this. It goes 32 all the way up to 46. I got this one in a size 34 or US 2. And it fits me just fine. It's oversized and kind of a little bit baggy, but not crazy. Because they did have, this was the smallest size that they had. They did have some bigger sizes. I just knew, just eyeballing it, that the bigger sizes wouldn't be for me. But I am happy with this. This is something different than I have in my wardrobe. So let's move on. The next place I went, again, you're going to be like, you just said you don't shop here very often. But then in the last maybe 4 months, pretty much every haul has included something from this place. Now, if you watch me often, I'm sure you can guess what it is, but I'm just going to tell you. It's Old Navy. I don't know what Old Navy doing, y'all. Price plus style plus functionality. It's been getting me every time. So in here, I got this t-shirt. I don't even know if it's going to fit me, y'all, because I just grabbed it because it was cheap and it was cute. It says, "Dance like no one is watching." This is literally a children's t-shirt. I plan to wear like a baby doll shirt or to work out in because, as you all know, I'm absolutely in love with Zumba. And it says literally a kid's shirt. It's in a small size 6'7". But the price here was $3.50. The original price was $10. So I decided to get it. It's something that I would definitely wear. I don't know if this is going to fit on my body. If not, I know people with kids who can wear it. So I would definitely give it away. Also, just random impulsive thing that I did. I picked up a fragrance from Old Navy. Now, I don't know if anybody picks up fragrances from Old Navy, but I did it. This one is called Cotton Flower and Shea. And to my nose, it was a very fresh fragrance. I didn't smell offhand. I didn't smell any white florals. I sprayed a little bit on the top of my hand. walked around the store and it wasn't giving me any reaction. So if there are some white florals, it's so small of an amount that it just doesn't bother me. But this is a really like a combination between girly, sweet, youthful, and clean, fresh. But again, doesn't give me any white florals, doesn't give me old lady, isn't sugary, sweet, and playful. Like, it's not that. It's just a girl next door, something that I plan to like wear to the gym and things like that. So this one, and for $14, you get 30 mLs of an EDP fragrance. So I think it's worth, they had several to choose from, but this one is the one that just kind of captured my attention, and I feel like I can actually wear this. Now, speaking of fragrances, I might have told you about this, I'm not sure. We had a casting call for Surround Sound of Fashion a couple weeks ago, and one of the models walked up to me to sign in, and she smelled amazing. I'm like, what are you wearing? And English wasn't her first language. She was just trying to explain to me, like, I don't know, it's nice and whatever. And so, interestingly, she had it in her purse. So she pulls out the whole bottle. I took a picture of it, and I was looking for it. My reservation about buying it was the fact that I hadn't tried it on skin, and it could have a white floral in it. It could annoy me like crazy. So happened so while I was in the mall in Dallas, they had a fragrance shop that carried a lot of these types of fragrances. Or this was an Arabian fragrance. They had a ton of them, and they had it there. So I sprayed it on skin, walked around the mall a bit. It was, my gosh, intoxicating. It plays very well on my skin. Somebody, when I was on the elevator, even asked me what I was wearing. So that's my key indicator. Like, if I can tolerate it and other people are complimenting me, definitely a good fragrance. The only challenge is the fact that they were selling this for $85 in the mall, but this was $34 on Amazon.com. So I purchased it from Amazon.com, y'all. I don't, like I said, you'll see me talk about this during my travel vlog where I show you all the places that I've been lately. But I'm conflicted sometimes. Like, I'm conflicted with supporting small businesses versus getting a good deal. I'm not trying to spend extra money for the sake of spending extra money. But I also understand that these smaller businesses need to make a living, all the things. And so I did the thing that suited me. I just paid less for it, $50 less for it. But I don't know, what would you have done? So anyway, here's the fragrance. It's in a very hefty box. This is made from like a hard plastic with real metal overlay. The name of the fragrance is Hamarain Amber Oud, and it's the gold edition. They have several different editions. They have black and blue, etc. But this is the gold edition. And this is what it looks like when you open it. Very fancy. This is one of those long-standing fragrance brands. It's been around since 1970, you all. So it's been around for a while. And this fragrance is beautiful. And it's unisex. It's a beautiful, oudy, amber, sexy. It's super sexy with a little bit of sweet. I don't think it has any white florals in it because, again, it doesn't, annoy my sinuses and my eyes and all that stuff. So that's what tells me it probably doesn't have any in there. But when I tell you this is so beautiful, if you have a way to get your nose on this, go to the mall. They usually have like the carts in there where they're selling Arabian fragrances or full-on shops. Look, or you can even make the investment because it's not super expensive and you get a whole lot here. I don't know, what is this? I don't know how big it is, but just holding it, it feels like a 50 ml. Let's see. No, this is a 60 ml 2 fluid ounce. So it's kind of in the middle range between the two sizes that I normally get. I usually get 50 mLs or 100 mLs. This is a 60 ml. And this is, for $35, I think it's well worth it, and you will get compliments. If oud and amber are your vibe. Now, if you hate oud and amber, you're gonna hate this. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention, and I'm so glad that I peeped it on the girl and I was able to find it myself. Now, lastly, since we're talking about fragrances, I want to share a hack with you that I recently found on the interwebs, and that is a way to extend the life of your fragrances for just a fraction of the cost. So what they said to do is to buy these little mini Vaseline jars, melt them down. So basically you just sit them in a little bowl of hot water, boil some water or microwave some water and sit it in the water, and it'll melt down to a liquid form. Spray as much as you like, but I did about 30 sprays of my favorite fragrances into these things. And what it's meant to do is extend the life of your fragrance, because now you can use the oil, the Vaseline, and put it on all of your pulse points. Or you can use it straight up as a body moisturizer. You can just rub it all up and down all over your whole body, be glistening for summer and smelling good. For me, this is great for layering. So I put my Whittier New York, which is a beautiful rose fragrance, I put it in here. And this one, I tried a little experiment. This one's almost like it's a cocoa butter base. So, you know, it has the sort of a vanilla, tonka, bean-y, cocoa smelling flavor, scent already. So I put in another fragrance that smells similar to that DNA in this. And I have about 30 sprays in each of these. And when I tell you, when I wear this, not only does my skin look amazing, but I get so many compliments and people trying to figure out what I'm wearing, because I use this as a base. And I may or may not use the same fragrance as my fragrance, but when I layer it, it's just so like, it just fucks with your head, man. It's like, what are you wearing? But I just made it up because I mixed some things. Anyway, so if you're trying to find a way, you bought something super expensive, you want to wear it, you love to wear it, you don't want to use it up, get one of these, melt it down, spray it in there, and then put it in the fridge to let it cool. You got to stir it up. Put it in the fridge to let it cool down, and now you have a solid version of your fragrance for $1. This thing is just $1, and there you have it. So don't say I ain't never shared nothing with you. Don't say you don't know the hacks. If you continue to watch, you get hacks like this all the time. I sneak it in the content. So that's today's video. We have one more to do of hauls, and then I will share with you my entire list of trips. My hair is straightened for a short time. I straightened it for one of my trips, and now that I'm back home, I'm going to be working out, and this is going to be gone. I cut a lot of my hair. You are on my own. Remember when you probably don't remember. Last time I straightened my hair, it was like down to here, but it was like, no, actually it was down to here, and it was sheer, pretty much sheer for about 5 inches of the hair. So I've cut all that as much as I could tolerate for myself. I cut all that off, and this is what we're left with. I probably could stand to go to a hairstylist for them to like properly cut, but this is where we are. All right, I'm going to end it here. I've chit-chatted too much. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Leave any questions and comments down below. I'll link as much as I can down below, because some of these things, when they're on sale, it's hard for me to find the links, but I'll link as much as I can down below. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.
Rocky, she's just a fashion girl from Chicago. Rocky, just a fashion girl.